let's take a look at the TH36NGK Trailhawk by StealthCam. Upon opening the packaging, you will find the camera, a manual, a tree strap, an 8GB SD card, and 8 batteries. The 8 batteries get installed in the bottom of the camera. Note, there is no battery tray. This is also where the SD card gets inserted. Once the batteries are in and the SD card is inserted, mount the camera to a tree using the provided tree strap. In addition to the tree strap, you can also put a Python cable lock on. Once you have the camera mounted to the tree, the programming is relatively easy to toggle through and set. I did notice that the buttons are relatively close together though. Regardless, once you have your date and time and all your other settings set, you can then leave it on your custom setting or switch to the pre-programmed Q set. Here are some examples of daytime photos. Here are some examples of nighttime photos. Here are some examples of daytime and nighttime video. I'm not sure why, but when I switched the camera from photo to video, my date and time changed. You know, overall the Trailhawk is not a horrible camera, but it's also not a great one. I think it's relatively easy to program, picture and video quality are decent, and it comes with an SD card and batteries. But here's some things I don't like. While I do like that it accepts a Python cable lock, I don't like that the cable lock also goes through the only latch that allows me to access the SD card and programming menu. I would much prefer one that would let me use a padlock, that way I wouldn't have to undo my cable lock to change my card. I don't like that the display doesn't have a backlight to it. And like I said, although it's easy to program, the programming buttons are extremely close together. I have bigger hands, and for me, it wasn't a problem, but I would have preferred they be a little bit further apart. The thing I don't like the most is the battery compartment does not have a battery tray. So if I come to my camera to check my card and I realize I have to change my batteries, I'm either going to have to fight getting 8 batteries up in while gravity's trying to pull them down, or I'm going to have to completely take the camera off the tree to change them. And then I'm going to have to completely redo my setup after the fact. That to me is very annoying and totally turns me off from this camera. Now, if those are things that wouldn't bother you, then overall it's a decent camera. But for me, I would not buy this one again.